Phones that go beyond rupees 25,000 rupees, we expect something more out of it. More not just in one aspect like camera or performance, but it should excel in most of the factors that makes the smartphone experience great. 3 months back, we reviewed the Gionee A1 where we found the device to be promising, but that was just a review after 1 week. So we decided to test the device even further, and 3 months down the line, the Gionee A1 has received a price drop from rupees 33,000 to 30,000, making it more affordable than ever. I'm Yankee, and today I'm here to give you the insight on how the Gionee A1 has aged till this time. First and foremost, let's talk about what I liked about the Gionee A1. Up front, it has an excellent 5.5-inch Full HD display. Having an AMOLED panel, the blacks are deep, and if you offer black background and the UI, then the colors of icons and other elements really pop out. The colors are not too saturated, nor too dull, and in most of the scenarios, it just felt right. During my time of usage, I had no complaints on the quality of display as it did justice with most of my use cases. The second thing I liked about the Gionee A1 is its camera, and precisely the selfie camera. But let's talk about the primary unit first. I found the camera pretty fun to use. There was never a shutter lag, and the additional options the camera UI provides are really intuitive and helpful. The pictures taken outdoors are well saturated with bright and punchy colors with good dynamic range, which makes landscape or any other outdoor shots look great. The results with the close-up were impressive as the details were well preserved and it had a soft bokeh. Images indoors in natural light and low light seems to be just average and usable, which is the same with most of the camera at this price range. Heading on to the selfie camera, the phone brilliantly delivers what it has promised. The images are finely saturated, but mostly they have natural colors and good dynamic range. And recently this phone got an update out of nowhere, which is surprising considering the update track of Gionee phones. Let's head on to the performance of the device. Powered by the Helio P10 octa-core processor, one might think it's not as good as what competitors like Xiaomi and Samsung are offering. However, with 4GB of RAM, 64GB of ample storage, and Gionee's optimization on its software side, it's not as bad as you might think. I didn't run into any issues when it comes to the performance with the device. App openings were quick, multitasking was decent for up to 5 to 6 apps, and the gameplay was fairly decent with medium settings. I was also surprised to see a lot going on in the software side of things, like terminating background apps and limiting auto-starting apps to optimize the performance of the device to some extent. That's really good. However, I had issues with the software of the phone in the past. Apps like Facebook and Instagram crashed often. I couldn't set alarm with Google Assistant as it would crash the system clock as well. And the recent update has fixed few issues of app crashes and system crash. But the problem that still prevails in every Gionee phones is the lock screen. The phone's lock screen is controlled by the Mood Wallpaper app, which puts weird daily wallpaper. Android being an open ecosystem, you can't even change your lock screen. If you use third-party lock screen app, then you'll quickly have 2 lock screens, and if you remove the default one, it quickly wipes away your security as well, meaning no fingerprint unlock. This very point has been complained by thousands of users, and Gionee, if you are listening to this, we will like the control of our lock screen back. Finally, this brings us to the battery life. With 4010 mAh battery, one might expect great battery life, but at best I get 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time, which is average compared to the Redmi Note 4 and the J7 Prime. However, I like the inclusion of the fast charge tech, which quickly charges up your battery within 1.5 hours. So when I was low on battery, I could easily charge the device and move on with my usage. Summing it up, having used the device for more than 3 months, the Gionee A1 is a solid smartphone, especially after the recent price drop. I would recommend this phone to anyone seeking to buy a phone with a great display and a capable camera. Sure, the device has its own shortcomings, but it doesn't seem to affect its day-to-day usage. For more details, you can check our detailed review of the phone, link in the description below, where we have compared the Gionee A1 with other smartphones as well. So that's it for the full review of the Gionee A1 after 3 months. Comment down below what you think of the video, and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our channel. And this is me, Yankee, signing off.